Death casts a long shadow over Coronation Street next week, leaving several beloved residents reeling as they come to terms with the devastating loss of Paul Foreman and the presumed suicide of Joel Deering. The upcoming episodes promise high emotional stakes, with heartfelt goodbyes, shocking revelations, and lingering mysteries. The tragedy starts to unfold when Dee Dee Bailey receives a chilling voicemail from Joel Deering. Played aloud to D.S. Swain, the message appears to be a suicide note, its contents pointing to Joel's despair. Swain is visibly shaken and immediately investigates with the help of Kit Green. Using Joel's phone signal, Kit is able to trace his last known location, leading them to a parked car on a nearby bridge. As the two draw closer to the vehicle, a sense of dread fills the air. Inside, they find a folded note sitting on the dashboard, confirming their worst fears. They are now searching for a body. The gravity of the situation sinks in for the residents of Weatherfield, as Swain delivers the news that they may be facing another tragic death. The discovery of Joel's car brings the painful realization that his life has likely ended in despair. For Dee Dee, the voicemail she received weighs heavily on her conscience, leaving her torn between sorrow and guilt. Could she have done something to stop Joel's apparent suicide? The unanswered questions linger painfully as the community braces itself for more bad news. Meanwhile, grief takes a different form for those mourning the loss of Paul Foreman, a central figure in Weatherfield. His death leaves a gaping hole in the lives of his loved ones, particularly his partner Billy Mayhew and his family. Paul, who has been a source of strength and resilience for his friends and neighbors, is laid to rest in a deeply emotional ceremony led by Billy. Billy, portrayed by Daniel Brocklebank, is heartbroken as he tries to honor Paul's memory while also maintaining a sense of order. His pain turns to frustration when Denny, inebriated and out of control, shows up at the service. Billy is horrified by the disrespect, ordering the drunk Denny to leave, struggling to keep his composure in the face of such disruption. For Billy, the funeral is more than a goodbye. It is a moment to honor Paul's life and to say farewell to the man he loved deeply. But the intrusion by Denny feels like yet another cruel twist in an already painful ordeal. Despite the heartbreak of the funeral, the residents of Weatherfield come together in their own unique way to pay tribute to Paul. In true Weatherfield style, a rave is held in his memory, symbolizing the celebration of life that Paul embodied. Among those commemorating his life is Bernie Winter, Paul's mother, who surprises everyone with a bold and unexpected decision. Bernie reveals her plans for an extraordinary resting place for Paul's ashes, one that reflects her quirky personality and love for her son. It's a poignant moment that brings a mix of tears and laughter to the mourners, capturing the essence of Paul's life and the impact he had on those around him. Elsewhere on the cobbles, Carla Connor finds herself dealing with her own shocking developments. A letter dropped off by Ryan Connor sends her reeling, though the details of its contents remain a mystery for now. In addition to Carla's surprise, Sarah Platt also faces her own struggle as she battles with a Turkish hospital over the medical bills for Bethany, her daughter. Sarah is determined to ensure that the hospital pays for Bethany's treatment, and she's willing to go to great lengths to see that justice is served. Her fierce maternal instincts and drive are on full display as she demands that the hospital take responsibility for their role in Bethany's condition. This week promises to be one filled with emotional highs and lows for the residents of Weatherfield, with Paul's funeral, Joel's disappearance, and personal challenges faced by characters like Carla and Sarah. The community is thrust into a period of intense grief and self-reflection. As the week progresses, viewers can expect shocking twists and heartfelt moments as the characters cope with loss in their own ways. The emotional weight of these events will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on Coronation Street, as the beloved characters continue to navigate their lives in the aftermath of tragedy.